how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim coming to you from Walmart. But I didn't video, but I did video. I showed you guys a grill inside, but I'm in the CC Rider, so should I go get my truck? Which one should I get? Take a look. We'll be right back. Everybody, Sarasota Tim, check out these grills. Now they've got the one that I had before, the Expert grill, that's propane. And while some have told me to go with charcoal this time, I said no, I'm a propane guy, instant on, instant off. But you can't believe a damn thing I say. So check this out. You get this roller right here that rolls it up. You've got a door here. What does that do? Let's see. Open it up, get those coals down in there. I don't know what that's for actually, because you take these heavy duty grates off. I like these, they remind me of the grates I have on my stove. And it talks about 20 burgers, 10 chicken breasts, 25 hot dogs. What is all this action here? You got covers. This is the one here. But they've got them pre-assembled and they're the same price. You know, you just buy the charcoal. So let me show you over here the man, these are nice. What do you got here? What is that? Bottle cap? So $96. You got the bun rack up here. What about charcoal? Look, you got a little vent thing here on the side. It's definitely heavy duty. This tray, I guess it just catches all the ash and you dump it somehow. And you can roll this thing here, that grate down there, up or down a little bit to get the coals a little closer. You know, you can even put them to one side and cook. And you got a little tray here. I'm kind of digging this. Let me show you the one that's back here that I always get. It's the same exact price. They only have one assembled. I don't know if they'd sell it. I don't have my truck with me, so I can't take it with me. But this is the Expert grill. There's no shortage of them. 3-burner gas grill, and that's what it looks like. It's got 2 platforms, one on each side. It's 3-burner. It's instant on and off. Works just fine. This is the system here. I've got the bottle. I've got 2 bottles of propane actually. You got 3 burners, and I mean, that's going to cook everything I want. For me, I don't need that big one that can cook 10 chicken breasts, but, and this is probably a lot lighter weight too to roll into the storage. It looks a little smaller, but $96. And over here, I'm trying to talk over that music. That's definitely copyright music right there. Look at this, $8 grand they're selling right here, Coleman. Side-by-sides, 4-wheelers. Here's some beach chairs. Well, check it out. The Expert grill with the charcoal action. Let me know in the comments which one you like better. All right, welcome back. Thanks for taking a look at those grills for me. Let me know in the comments what you think, and maybe we'll get one. Now for the meat of the video. I went to the eye doctor. My doctor is awesome. I mean, he can only do what he can do. Glaucoma is a very difficult disease, and I got it. Nothing is working. The pressure was off the charts. I'm immediately to start back on pressure drops in my left eye, where I was just doing nothing but what do you call prednisone. And now I have to get to the store as quick as possible, or get home and put some eye drops in before my eye blows up. The pressure is 40, which is way double, almost triple what it should be for normal eye pressure. 14 or below, under 20, so it's at least double. It's no good. It's no good. And my screen's going dark because it's extremely hot. And we're down here in Florida. So he took the stitches out with a laser last week, and he got the tube shunt to open up, and the pressure went down to like, nothing instantly. And so he said, don't do any eye drops, just do prednisone, whatever that anti-inflammatory, for a week. It was only been 7 days, and boom. So the best way I can describe it is what he tells me is that the scarring that you get over your eye when you get surgery like I do, my eye does not like any evasiveness at all. It wants to heal. It scars over, and it's scarred over, and so it's not working, and I need to take eye drops. So what is his prognosis? He has no guarantees. He says he wants to see me in another week to see how these eye drops are doing, whether I should do them continually, the same amount. I don't know. So I kind of asked him some very tough questions today. I said, well, is this another fail? He goes, no, it's not a fail yet. I've got plenty of tools in my toolbox still that I can do. I'm saying, well, if it's scarring over and that's preventing the fluid that goes out of this tube, it's hitting a berm, it's hitting a wall, and it's not flowing behind the eye or something like that, that's preventing the pressure from staying low. So what I have to do is take these eye drops for a week, go back next week, and go from there. It looks like I'll never do another surgery again. He says he can go in there and remove some of the scarring, but my eye wants to heal. It's a very, I said, is that a good thing? He goes, no, not really. But, what it is the scarring is preventing the tube shunt from working. So what we're going to have to do is punt, I guess. We're going to have to take eye drops. I don't know. Pray. Do some kind of natural. But I'm not blind, not yet. And I still got one good eye. But it's very discouraging after last week, all that time of waiting for the, to go back, and then the stitches still weren't released yet. He had to cut them out with laser. Then the pressure went way down. And then I go back a week and it's 40. So, I'm not going to sit here and cry about it, but it's not good. And it's very, all these things, all these visits, all these co-pays, and that's not really it. That's not it at all. I shouldn't even have said that, but it's just all these visits and going back and then agreeing to do surgery again. And of course, everything's 20/20 in hindsight. And it's not like he said he couldn't remove some of the scarring. I don't know what he means. He says, go back in there. I don't know about that, but I don't want to have to take these expensive eye drops or multiple times a day. You know what I'm back on now? I'm back on both eyes 2 and 3 times a day. The right eye twice a day. The prednisone I'm trying to get weaned off of, so the left eye is, multiple times on that, and then twice a day on 2 other drops, a bromamidine, Lumigan, and dorzolamide, Timonol, just Timonol. I'm sure if you ever took eye drops, you've heard of Lumigan and Timonol. And then the prednisone, I'll get weaned off of it. And then next week, twice a week. Then the third week, once a day. Twice a day down to once a day. That's the way it is with all prednisones, is you get weaned off of them. So anyway, I go back next week. That's not really keeping me here for travel, because the day after next week's appointment is the stress test for the, to find out all about that then. And then that might not even tell anything until he says, we need to go up in your groin and run a hose up you about that far and check more things and do more tests. And I can hear you now in the comments, those that disagree with cardiologists and those that agree with it, and the Stalin pill, not the Stalin pill. I'll tell you what, I got no use for going to these doctors. I really don't. I have nothing against the cardiologist. I met him once, seems like a great guy. My eye guy, he can help you. He's, you know, if I didn't have what I have, he can only do what he can do, right? You can't polish a turd. We used to say in the car business, you know, you can't detail a wreck. You can't put lipstick on a pig. You know where I'm coming from? So my eye, like the first doctor told me, he scolded me. First time he met me, he goes, what do you expect me to do? You haven't been to a doctor in 40 years. You know, you got advanced glaucoma. What am I supposed to do? He said it like that. And like I say, he was kind of cool. It was the office that was a problem. There was nothing wrong with him, and there's not a darn thing wrong with the doctor I got here. And he's not giving up. And he knows, you know, that I'm concerned. And he's trying not to alarm me. I know, I can tell today he was just, you know, not trying to alarm me like, yeah, I don't know if there's any more we can do for you. So anyway, that's it. Life goes on, you know, as we get older. I mean, think about the other things that I could have. I still have another good eye. I could have had a stroke and be paralyzed in a wheelchair, in a bed. I could have bad gizzards. I could have all kinds of things worse than this. I mean, I can still see. So there you go. So I'll make another video later today. I gotta eat something or I'm gonna get angry. I am starving. And the only thing I have at home is an unfrozen package of hamburger. Again, hamburger? And that salmon. I think I'll just go ahead and make that. Or I could have it tonight. But I got nothing else. What else can I freaking eat? Besides meat, baby, meat, crush it.